No end in sight regarding the political crisis rocking River States, with its accompanying rumors, misinformation, accusations, and counter-accusation. In the face of this, the state government has denied reports of sacking some aides and all the local government chairmen by Governor Siminalayi Fubara. According to the state government, there will be proper communication regarding such action by the governor. Jide, this is getting messier.
There is no mess, Ayo. It's our people who are trying to create a mess where there is nothing. The governor has not sacked anybody. The governor did not sack local government chairman. The governor is not a fool. He cannot suspend the chief judge of the state. But it's people who are coming up with all this nonsense.
Fake news.
The man has come out to say, I have not sacked anybody. I didn't sack my chief of staff. I didn't send away my chief detail. You know, all of the things that they are saying. People, when they see that there is a little crisis, they want to exacerbate it. I don't know what people get in this kind of thing. A governor has not taken an action. You are going to press saying that the governor has sacked a local government chairman when he didn't do anything. He said if they are going to do any such thing, it will be properly communicated. That's a sensible governor. He knows what he's doing. He knows that there is room for this kind of dispute to be resolved. And I said it here yesterday that we cannot rule out the possibility of peace between them. Today, Mr. President met both men. There was an event, a police event in Abuja. The president was there. Both of them were there. They shook hands. And the president then called them. Today, the governor of Bauchi State has confirmed that the president has intervened. And that he was pressing the president that this president has shown that he is a president for the PDP, he is a president for the APC. That is what we asked the president to do yesterday. That you can't leave this matter like this. If you allow rivers to burn, innocent people will die. We said it here. Our business is not to take side. Our business is to ensure that our people live in peace. It's not our business to watch politicians set our people against one another, and then when they are killing one another, they will walk in and take the spoils. No, that's not our duty. As journalists, our duty is to ensure that peace reigns. Whether it is in favor of the PDP or the APC, all of the people putting all of those fake news, oh, he has sacked the chief judge. Which governor, with his sense intact, will suspend the governor? I mean, a CJ of a state. Is it that we are in a country where people don't learn? Some people did that with Fayose the other day. The person who was brought in to replace Fayose was on suspension for, I think, close to 10 years. Because if you are sensible as a judge, you know that the assembly has no power to remove the CJ. And then they made you acting CJ, you went and took that position. Because you are greedy for power. The NJC put that judge in his place. Many years he was in the cooler before they now decided to bring him back after apparently learning his lessons. So no sensible governor, a governor with his sense of reasoning intact, will say that I want to suspend the chief judge of a state. You don't have the power. You've not got the power. It is a different arm of government. It is the NJC that can suspend or even sack a judge. And this governor is a calm person. We all know that. So it's not the sort of person who will take this kind of decision. So this morning, he confirmed that he did not sack anybody. Where people came up with such nonsensical stories, we don't know. And the unfortunate thing is that the people who are trying to divide Nigeria with fake news, many of them do not even live with us here. So if they cause conflagration in our country, they are safe where they are. They are safe where they are. All of them writing all those fake stories. Oh, Fashola was the one who wrote judgment for judges. Oh. How did Fashola qualify to be able to write judgment for judges?
Maybe the judges cannot write their own judgment again.
What parameters did they even use to choose?
Hatred.
Absolute nonsense going on. I'm happy with what the governor of Bauchi State confirmed, that Asiwaju has stepped in on this matter, and that with the stepping in of the president, he is sure that there will be a resolution of the matter. That is my takeaway from what the governor of Bauchi State said to journalists. All those who are trying to mislead people, oh, he has sacked this, he has sacked that, when the man didn't sack anybody. Because I was like, there's still room for a resolution. You cannot rule out a resolution. And if you truly want resolution, you won't begin by sacking the people. They said, some even carry story that he sacked all the executive council. Where did you hear that from? You see some, they will make some posts, some even try to make a caricature of what's going on, that, oh, it is a football game, and the 30th minute, this one, in the 40th. They can't use their imagination, their sense of inventiveness to do something really good. Something that can promote the essence of peace. They can't use it. It's just to cause evil. It's just to do evil. This is what we are saying. And also, you can see by the time the president intervenes and both men use their heads, realize they need one another, there will be peace in the state. Yeah. I expect even the one who is more temperamental between the two of them to realize what is at stake. Yeah. That this is not a battle that you can win decisively. You understand? It's not a battle. You see, when Yorubas will say about Fagbo, you must realize it that you have to choose your battles. It's not every battle that you can take on. It's not every battle. Somebody posted one video of what was it called? A leopard. The leopard has the best hunting statistics of all the animals in the animal world. In terms of success rate at hunting, the leopard is the best. It can stand on the rooftop and kill an animal going down. It can kill an animal 3 times its size and take it up the tree. Yeah. It's a fantastic animal when it comes to hunting. But there is this animal with spikes all over its body. Porcupine. Yeah. It went and hunted the porcupine. It left with a bloody nose. Of course. You see the spikes all over its body. Yeah. Long after the porcupine was gone, it was still trying to remove the spikes. Some of them in its mouth. How do you use your retractable claws? I even use it to remove spikes. So it was suffering there. I'm sure it will die. So it's not every battle that you must take on. Use your head.
You know, in all this, what I would take away from that is, as a journalist, the first cardinal rule of the profession is, if in doubt, leave out. Yep. But in this age of social media, where every unemployed or unemployable journalist is a publisher.
A journalist. No training.
No training. Even some who have the training, because they think they want to have more hits, they set up a so-called online, and one mistake from one is copied in another. So it begins to spread. And in all this...
Instead of having your own line.
Exactly. In all this, what happens? Truth suffers as a casualty. Why will anybody... In fact, the first thing you should think as a reporter, even if your reporter gives you that story, the first thing you should think is, does the governor have the power to sack the Chief Justice? He can dissolve his cabinet if he wants. Yes, he appointed them, that one, there's no problem. But to sack the Chief Justice of a state, and then every one of them began...
They don't ask questions.
Exactly. So that is the reason why we are where we are today. And an editor used to tell us something, that as a reporter, as a journalist, you must be calm in reporting even crisis. Because when there is that crisis, where do you want to sell your product? No. I mean, so for people not to be able, you have not confirmed, even if you wanted to speak with the commissioner, who should be your first source to confirm this, and the commissioner says, I don't have anything for you yet, slow down. Give me some time, then you slow down, you pause, and say that unless you have that confirmation. If you check today now, how many of the traditional media, either online or whatever, have that on their website? None. But all these one-man social media, online business, you begin to, you hear something, you quickly put it there so that you want to get it. I always tell people,
clickbait.
you know that, and this thing, it has its lifespan. In the 80s, I'm sure you will all remember, there was this magazine, Akapa magazine,
Yes.
that said Michael Jackson had a Nigerian girlfriend.
Yes.
It was
No,
long
there
before.
were some episodes that, I mean, there were some editions that
Exactly.
they continually lied.
Exactly. So
There was even one where they said,
uh-huh.
interviewed a woman who said that she was feeding on cockroaches. It turned out that it was from National Enquirer that they got the picture and just told a lie.
Exactly. So they had the
traction
for some time, but after some time they lost it.
Yes,
so people must always remember that. I always give that example, that people must always remember that you may have the traction at the initial stage, but immediately people get to know that you are a lying website, they go away. So
go away, of course.
Everyone must be careful from what
the collapse of even training. Education standard has fallen.
Yes.
Great journalists they don't make them anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
No, because people, you make great journalists when you are people who have good training, who want to train.
A good journalist is a product of good training. And then love for the profession.
Exactly.
Many people who are today journalists or even people sitting in studios calling themselves journalists have no training. They are not journalists. They are pseudo-journalists, just pretending
to be one.
Because they know that there is nowhere else. A lot of them are never do wells. There is nowhere else they can go where people will see their faces, where they will get recognition. They found journalism a dumping ground, a place where they can go and show that, oh, me too, I did there. What is you don't have training. You don't have training.
Subject your guests to trial.
You don't have training. A journalist is not a lawyer. It's not a lawyer. Your guests, you can't subject your guests to inquisition.
You know, it was that led to the establishment of the NIJ in Ogba by the late Jakande. That even if you have a degree in whatever field and you need to practice, okay, you might be employed, but in 2 years, you must get that training. But unfortunately, as everything Nigerian, that is no longer the issue. Because people, when in doubt, leave out.
Yeah, no, these ones are not.
That's the first cardinal rule of the profession.
They are not prepared to leave out anything. And then they will continue to lie. God will keep exposing those lies.
Yes.
You sit in your room and claim that the DGDSS has been harassing judges, have been telling judges they must give judgment that favors Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and all that. And I like look at all the lies against Ariwola. Oh, he chased Asiwaju to
London,
to France, to go and collect bribes.
Was on a wheelchair.
And the man, on the day they published that story, the man was at the mosque in Abuja. You lie against an old man doing his job the best way he can. You said all sorts of things. By the time that panel was constituted, there was not a single Yoruba man. There was not a single Yoruba man. And it's not as if there are no Yoruba people in the Supreme Court. We have Ogun Umeju. We have Kekere Ekun. They didn't pick anyone. The people that they picked still got the job done. You understand? They were thinking, Ariwola didn't put himself. We saw many instances when Tanko, as chief judge, CJN, will put himself on the panel. Ariwola didn't even put himself there, despite the fact that they were very lean. They had just 10 of them.
10 of them, yes.
You know, or still managed to put, to bring a team that got the job done. Appeal court, they've abused appeal court repeatedly. You saw what appeal court just did. Those who said that the judiciary is in the pocket of the executive, what are they going to say now that Natasha?
I know, maybe the DSS also
are. Maybe
the DSS also harassed the appeal court people that they must give the
Oh.
seats to PDP.
All right.